Metroid, a game where you're lost on an alien planet, forced to explore this foreign world looking for power-ups, energy tanks, and where to go next. What if I were to tell you that in over 30 years, almost no player has ever seen over 1/4 of the actual game? How is that even possible? It's because the other 75% of the game is just out of a normal player's reach, in the legendary Hidden Worlds of METROID. But I'm not a normal player. Come with me as I unravel the secrets that are hiding off-screen and push this game to its breaking point on this episode of Glitch Dive. NES games are full of glitches. Some are minor, like the color palette or music changing. But once in a while, a game has secrets that open up whole new areas that we didn't even know about. Metroid is one of those games. Before we dive in, let's go over some basic information about the game. I'm not going to go into everything, just some things that I think are interesting and you'll probably want to know. Let's start with block clipping. This is the ability to go through a block by clipping Samus through the bottom of it. You can do this all over the game. Screen wrapping is simply going from one side of the screen to the other. By getting stuck in the door, then pressing down and up repeatedly, we are able to pop Samus up pixel by pixel until she wraps from the top of the screen to the bottom. If you are in the platform standing position while in air, you are able to perform the mid-air jump before you press any other directional input. This is used in all sorts of strategies in the game. By holding B, you will rapid fire in this game, but by holding B and pressing any other input on the controller, you are able to turbo fire even faster. Every enemy is assigned a slot number. If there's an enemy or drop still loaded in the corresponding slot, no new enemies with the same number will spawn. Different NES consoles will give you different enemy patterns from hard power on. This information is used to help with the speedrun for ideal boss fights. The Kraid fight involves popping Samus up and down to shoot between Kraid's missiles. While doing that, you have to hold B and mash select to use the Turbo Fire exploit, shooting Kraid a total of 96 times, making it one of the most difficult tricks to learn in the game. By luring a Rio through the doorway with you, you are able to freeze it and use it as a platform to help you cross the pit. If you don't have bombs, you have to block clip through the floor to get across. By taking a damage boost off this Ripper, you are able to save 40 seconds by skipping the lower route, making it one of the larger time saves in the game. This strange glitch happens when a Metroid kills you on the elevator and you press up just after you die. For some reason the game doesn't kill you, but you have 0 health and Metroids cannot kill you. However, anything else in the game will. Also known as Grandma Brain, if you kill Mother Brain and head right after you kill her, you can respawn her and fight her again. If you do this just right, you can make it so she dies with one missile the second time. Let's get back on track here. We're supposed to be talking about the Hidden Worlds of Metroid, right? Don't worry, we're getting there. We're getting there. Wait a second. How do we get there? To understand how to get to the Hidden Worlds of Metroid, we really need to understand how the wraps work. And to understand how screen wraps work, we're going to use the Lua script that Metal Machine made. This Lua script shows a dumbed down version of the game over the original version. The overlaid version reads the RAM of the game and shows the off-screen areas as they load. With this script, we can navigate off-screen, knowing what is happening, and make sense of the screen wraps. Here are some highlights of the screen wraps used in the speedrun. The Varia wrap uses the screen to the right of you, which is still loaded in the RAM. You wrap up and use the screen until you jump, loading the screen that is actually above the screen you started on. This lets you land on the ledge and enter the door. After getting Ice Beam, there is a wrap that takes you down to the Norfair elevator. In this swaggy version, you actually take the elevator while you are still off screen. The game brings you to this glitched out version of the elevator room and thinks you are in Norfair. So by doing an up A on the second controller, you are able to go to the password screen and restart the game in Norfair. Pretty cool. This wrap uses this vertical scrolling room to wrap into a horizontal scrolling room. You can only go horizontal once using the transition in the screen. You do this by jumping where a door would be. Early Create Door involves a series of precise movements that are completed with the frame-perfect left press. It allows runners to access Crade's room faster than any other route. So far, all of these screen wraps have taken place within the regular game map. But we still haven't gotten to the Hidden Worlds yet. That's because there's one key piece to the puzzle that we haven't mentioned yet. Have you figured out what it is? Well, it's how elevators work in Metroid. Elevators in Metroid don't actually bring you to another area of the game. Instead, they change the way the game reads the palette for each room. Each room has a number assigned to it, and to save space, each area uses the same numbers. The elevators simply change the way the game reads these numbers. The result is 5 more maps, each the entire size of the Metroid game, but each one in the theme of an area for the entire map. So with this information in mind, if you can somehow bypass the elevator while traveling between areas, you've just stumbled upon the Hidden Worlds of Metroid. There are several key access points to do this scattered across the map. By using the Narpus sword password that makes you invincible with all the power-ups, and also using cheat codes, we are able to travel around the Hidden Worlds and see the screens this game has kept a secret from us for so long. Most of the time, the Hidden Worlds are just a bunch of randomly thrown together rooms, like a Metroid jigsaw puzzle. These rooms are usually unplayable unless you use cheat codes. But every now and then, you'll find areas that seem almost playable, and can even lead you back to the main game's map. This is one of my favorite rooms in the game. When you're off screen and you take the Torian elevator, it takes you to a glitched out version of the statue room. This room has got a gnarly look, and it's pretty awesome with all the W and X's for lava. Why would you ever go through Ridley's lair when you can take this route and just jump right up into the fight? Forget that, let's just keep going and see what's up here. As you jet around Metroid like Neo in the Matrix, you'll get this feeling that you've been here before, but everything is wrong. A bizarre world just janky enough to quasi-navigate. But is there any use to these hidden worlds, or are they just a digital ghost town lurking in the shadows of a broken game? There hadn't been any real use found in these areas of the game, but recently, this has been put to the test. A runner named Aurora X made sense out of these glitched out areas, and made a route using the Hidden Worlds for the 100% deathless speedrun of the game. Let's take a look at how he found this 30-second time save using this route. The route starts at this door, and ends over here at this elevator platform. Aurora gets there by dipping into the Hidden Worlds and following this route. Let's watch him navigate it with the Lua script to see how it works. Off-screen bounces, bomb jumps, and block clips all make up the first hurdle of the route. After that, Aurora navigates this messed up hallway in a fairly playable part of the secret back alley. Once you head through this half door, it's another series of precise off-screen moves, topped off with more bomb jumps and a mid-air leap of faith. And voila, you're there. But can it be done without the Lua script? Aurora wasn't about to wait to find out, and this was his first attempt in a real full run of the game.
Makes sense. That took like 3 tries, that kinda sucks. That's fine. Whatever, game. Please. Let's fucking go, dude. Holy fuck. I mean, I lost half of the time save, but I don't fucking care.
Aurora was able to hold on to that time save and put up a second place run with a time of 43:06. A solid achievement, especially for just testing the waters with this new route.
What was that? 43:02 or 43:03?
Yo guys, we must have crashed the game. I don't think we have much time, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thanks for digging through the hidden worlds of Metroid with me. Until the next broken game lets us dive into its secrets, I'm CHX42, and this has been another messed up episode of Glitch Dive.